I recently passed my driving theory test first time, and I have to say I am actually over the moon. Now, me particularly, I have no particular interest in cars as such or driving as such, but I have now learned that having the ability to drive is actually a lifelong skill. So that is why I have started to learn to drive myself. Anyway, this video is not about driving, it's about how to pass your driving theory test here in the United Kingdom. Now, is it easy? It's easy if you have learned. And this is what this video is about, guys. In order to pass the driving theory test, in my honest opinion, then you must learn. Now, we all learn stuff when we're interested in it. For example, I'm a photographer, and if I'm interested in photography, then it's natural that I'm going to learn about it because I'm interested in it. But if you're not interested in a subject, then it can become boring, it can become, tiresome, etc. So, with driving falling into that part of category for me, being a bit boring and tiresome, I realized that I need to employ a tactic in order to help me pass the driving theory test. And again, it's all about learning. So rather than learning a few weeks before I go to the driving theory test, I wanted to learn about 3-4 months in advance, then I'd go for the theory test. And what I started to do was I started to practice with things like this. You see this? These are called flashcards, and these help you to learn the road signs on the road. For example, if I open them up, you can see here that we have got a T junction and we've got a side road. Now, if we take this card and if we turn it around, it says exactly that. T junction, don't know if you see that, T junction and side road. So whenever I was commuting to work on the bus, for example, I would have these in my hands and I'd look at the card and then I would take a guess, turn around, and I'd get it. So that was one of the ways I started to learn about reading road signs. And I have to say, during driving, I've noticed that I like to look at road signs, which is a good thing. Now, the second technique I done in order to help me learn was to buy the highway code. Guys, again, there's no escape in this. The DVSA want you to be a legal and safe driver, so they want to know that you are actually learning the information it is that they want you to learn. Now, let me give you an example of this. I remember doing one of the mock tests. One of the questions was, how do you deter thieves or criminals from stealing your car? Is it one, park your car in a well-lit area? Two, etch the registration plate into the window? And then three, four, I can't remember what them answers were. But to me and you, we would say it is to park the car in a well-lit area. Because the DVSA is saying the correct answer is to etch your registration plate into the window. So this is what I'm talking about, guys. Again, this is about learning the information it is that the DVSA want you to learn, and hopefully you'll pass on the day like I did. Now, I got to say this, that question about the burglar or the thief or the criminal trying to steal your car never did come up on my final driving test. My final driving theory test. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. But anyway, I knew the answer just in case it did. So another tactic I done was I bought the highway code. So having the highway code, before I go to sleep at night, I was able to sit there, flick through, and read. I realized quickly with myself and learning was that Sometimes, for example, I also downloaded the DVSA official theory app. So that was fantastic. If I was on the bus going to work, I could do the mock tests on my mobile phone. So I'd have my mobile phone and I'd be doing the mock tests. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I was just looking, I've got a meeting in half an hour, so I've got plenty of time to finish this video. So yes, if I was on the phone, I'd be doing my mock tests on the driving theory app. But I realized on the driving theory app, I didn't like reading in a digital format because I felt I didn't learn. So I ended up buying this, the official driving theory test book, okay? And this book is absolutely fantastic because it's gold answers here. You can see everything's there, and then it has sections in there where you can take your notes. So I find before going to bed, or if I was bored in the day and I just wanted to lie down, having this book and having this book was fantastic. When I was out and about, I find having the flashcards in addition to the driving theory app fantastic when I was commuting because it all helped me learn. Anyway, guys, what we're going to do today is we're going to have a look at this website, and as you can see over here, we've got the shop here. So you can actually buy stuff from the shop, just like I said. So you could probably buy your highway code, your driving theory test book. You could probably get your flashcards anyway. But what I want to show you here, guys, is the free practice tests. So as you can see here, you can take your mock tests here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do a mock test here with you. So this test has 50 questions. You need to get 43 correct to pass. You have 57 minutes to do it. Okay, guys, what you need to understand, your driving theory test, the first part is questions like this, and then the second part is a hazard awareness test when you're watching videos and you've got to click when you see a developed hazard. But in this case, we're going to start this test and you're going to see what it's like in order to pass your driving theory test. Hopefully I pass again. So let's begin. You're going to turn left from a main road into a minor road. What should you do as you approach the junction? Keep just left of the middle of the road, keep in the middle of the road, swing out to the right just before turning, or keep well to the left of the road. The answer is keep well to the left of the road. Next question. What does the curved arrow road marking mean? Okay, so it's talking about this curved arrow road marking. Heavy vehicles should take the next road on the left to avoid the weight limit. The road ahead bends to the left. Overtaking traffic should move back to the left, or the road ahead has a camber to the left. I would say it's overtaking traffic should move back to the left. Question 2. How should you dispose of a used vehicle battery? Bury it in your garden, put it in a dustbin, take it to your local authority disposal site, or leave it on wasteland? It would be this one. Take it to your local authority disposal site. Question 4. You take some cough medicine given to you by a friend. What should you do before driving your car? 1. Ask your friend if taking the medication affected their driving. 2. Drink some strong coffee 1 hour before driving. 3. Check the label to see if the medicine will affect your driving, or drive a short distance. Now we know it's this one. Check the label to see if the medicine will affect your driving. Now, as you can see, some of it is common sense. What colour are the reflective studs between a motorway and a slip road? That is green. So make sure you read these questions because sometimes they try to catch you out. But let's reread this. What colour are the reflective studs between a motorway and a slip road? They're green because you're going to be leaving that slip road. You wish to turn right ahead. Why should you take up the correct position in good time? To allow other drivers to pull out in front of you? To give a better view into the road that you're joining? To help other road users know what you intend to do? Correct, it's that one. Or to allow drivers to pass on your right. Okay, 7. You've been involved in an argument that's made you feel angry. What should you do before starting your journey? Right, I know this one, it's calm down. Okay, you're following two cyclists as they approach a roundabout in the left-hand lane. Where would you expect the cyclists to go? Left, right, any direction, straight ahead? It's going to be any direction. What should you do as you approach this lorry? Slow down and be prepared to stop. Make the lorry wait for you, flash your lights at the lorry, or move to the right-hand side of the road. It's going to be slow down and be prepared to wait. What should you do if your anti-lock brakes warning lights stay on? Check the brake fluid level, check the foot brake free play, check that the parking brake is released, or have the brakes checked immediately. If it's with your brakes, you have them checked immediately. Why should you allow extra room while overtaking a motorcyclist on a windy day? The rider may turn off suddenly to get out of the wind. The rider may be blowing in front of you. Now we know it's that answer. You're carrying an 11-year-old child on the front seat of your car. They're under 1.35 meters, 4 feet inches tall. What seatbelt security must be in place? They must use an adult seatbelt. Okay, let me read that question again. You're carrying an 11-year-old child. Okay, so yeah, okay. They must be able to fasten their own seatbelt. They must use a suitable child restraint. I'm going with this one. They must use a suitable child restraint. Next question. When would you use the right-hand lane of a 3-lane motorway? So this one is when you are overtaken. You should always stay on the left of the motorway unless you're overtaken. When would you use the right-hand lane on the 3? Okay. How should you use anti-lock brakes when you need to stop in an emergency? I'm going to say brake promptly and firmly until you've stopped. Or look, there's brake normally, but grip the steering wheel tightly. Now that does sound safe because you're holding the steering wheel tightly, but you don't want to hold the steering wheel too tightly, do you? So I'm going to say it's brake promptly and firmly until you've stopped. 15. What's the main benefit of driving a 4-wheel drive vehicle? I'm going to say it's improved grip on the road. 16. What could you do to help injured people at an incident? Keep them warm and comfortable, give them something to eat, keep them on the move by walking them around, or give them a warm drink. Just keep them warm and comfortable. You're approaching a roundabout. What should you do if a cyclist ahead is signaling to turn right? Should you overtake on the right, give a warning with your horn, signal the cyclist move across, or give the cyclist plenty of room? Give the cyclist plenty of room. What should you do when you park at night on a road that has a 40-mile-per-hour speed limit? Park facing the traffic, leave parking lights switched on, leave dipped headlights switched on, or park near a street light. It is leave your parking lights switched on, I think. How can you use your vehicle's engine to control your speed? By changing to a lower gear. If you change to a lower gear, then you're using the engine braking of the lower gear to control your speed. So yeah, how can you use your vehicle's engine to control your speed? By changing to a lower gear. You're on the motorway. What does it mean if a red cross is shown above the hard shoulder and mandatory speed limits above all other lanes? The hard shoulder can be used. No, the hard shoulder is for emergency. Yep, the hard shoulder is for emergency or breakdown use only. The hard shoulder can be used as normal. It's the hard shoulder is for an emergency breakdown use only. Why is it important to make full use of the slip road as you join the motorway? And I know it is to allow you to fit safely into the traffic flow in the left-hand lane, but again, always read answers. Why is it important to make full use of the slip road as you join the motorway? Because there's space available to allow you direct access to it, to allow you to fit safely into traffic flow in the left-hand lane. Correct. What should you do when you're passing loose sheep on the road? Go very slowly. You're in a built-up area at night and the road is well lit. Why should you use dipped headlights? We know it so you can be seen, so that you can be easily seen by others. That's my answer. You wish to tow a trailer. Where would you find the maximum nose weight for your vehicle's tow hitch? It's got to be in the vehicle handbook. At an incident, someone is suffering from severe burns. How could you help them? Okay, we can douse the burns with clean, cool water. What shape are traffic signs given orders? The circles. Why is it dangerous to travel too close to the vehicle ahead? Your engine will overheat, your mirrors will need adjusting, your view of the road will be restricted. So it's your view of the road will be restricted. What does this sign mean? So it's obviously giving you a warning, and that is, it's a roundabout. What should you do when you leave your car unattended for a few minutes? Switch the engine off, but leave the key in. See, that's the trick question, isn't it? So lock it and remove the key. That's the answer. You lock it and you remove the key. Following a collision, a person has been injured. What would be a warning sign for shock? Rapid, shallow breathing. Shock in medical terms, that's when your body's not getting enough oxygen, isn't it? You're driving towards the left-hand bend. What danger should you be anticipating? A vehicle overtaking you? That's possible. Mud on the road? Possible. The road's getting narrower? Yeah. But it's going to be pedestrians walking towards you because they're the most vulnerable. What should you do when you move off from behind a parked car? Give a signal after moving off. Look around before moving off. That's going to be the answer. Into your blind spot. Look around after moving off. No, it's look around before moving off. So you're looking into your blind spots. You're driving towards a zebra crossing. What should you do if a person in a wheelchair is waiting to cross? Continue on your way. Wave the person across. Be prepared to stop. Be prepared to stop. Just because they're there doesn't mean they're actually going to cross, but just be prepared to stop just in case. What part of the car does the law require you to keep in good condition? Gearbox, transmission, door locks, seat belts. Without the shadow of a doubt, it's seat belts. What should you do if the vehicle starts reversing off the driveway? So this car is coming out this way. What should we do? We should sound your horn and be prepared to stop. We're sounding the horn, we're saying, hey, we're over here, you need to know this, and we'll be prepared to stop if he doesn't stop or she doesn't stop. You're driving on an open road in dry weather. What distance should you keep from the vehicle in front? Only a fool breaks the 2-second rule. So it's a 2-second timed gap. You've just passed your first practical driving test. What will you have to do if you get 6 penalty points on your license in the next 2 years? I believe you will have to take your theory test again and your practical test again. What sign means no stopping? This one. No stopping at any time, I believe that means. You're following a long vehicle approaching the crossroads. What should you do if the driver signals right but moves close to the left-hand curb? Okay, wait behind the long vehicle because these are longer vehicles, so he needs more room to move. So warn the driver about the signal. Nope. Reports, no, wait behind the long vehicle. You're looking for somewhere to park your vehicle. Neither you or your passenger are disabled. What should you do if the only 3 spaces are marked for disabled drivers? We need to find another one that's not disabled. So wait for a regular parking space to become free. That's the correct answer. You're driving on the motorway in windy conditions. What should you do as you overtake a high-sided vehicle? We should be wary of a sudden gust. Again, I know that's the answer, but I'm just correcting. If you're doing your actual test, make sure you're rereading these answers and it's not a trick question. So you're driving on the motorway in windy conditions. What should you do as you overtake a high-sided vehicle? You should increase your speed. No. Be wary of sudden gust. Yes. Drive alongside very closely. Expect normal conditions. No. What should you do when you're approaching traffic lights that have red and amber showing together? Well, it's not go, is it? So it's going to be wait for the green. Read the question again, guys. What should you do when you're approaching traffic lights that have red and amber showing together? Pass the lights if the road is clear. Tick. Care because there's a fault. Stop because the lights are changing to red. Let me get this one again. Let me think about it. Coming up. Yeah, it is wait for the green light. Which instrument panel won the light which show the headlights are on main beam? It's this one. You're approaching traffic lights and the red light is showing. What signal will show next? You're approaching traffic lights and the red light is showing. What signal will show next? This is what I mean, guys. You got to see, I'm starting to get caught out here now. You're approaching traffic lights and the red light is showing. Yeah, it's red, amber, green, isn't it? Okay, so it's going to be red and amber. Yeah, red and amber. Then it's green. What does this sign mean? It means humps in the road. Hump bridge, no. Entrance, no. Always don't click on impulse when you're in your final test. What should you do if you think the driver of the vehicle in the front has forgotten to cancel the right indicator? Flash your lights to alert the driver, sound your horn before overtaking. Overtake on the left, stay behind, don't overtake. Yeah, stay behind, don't overtake. It's called defensive driving. Which colour follows the green signal at puffin crossing? Now, the pelican crossings and the puffin crossings always caught me out. I'm going to say on this one, it's a flashing amber. I may be wrong, but I'm going to say it's a flashing amber. Why is there a warning reduce speed now? So in this one, we've got to watch this video. So we've got double bends and we've got crossroads there. He's braking, turning left. He's coming now. He wants to come over here into this road. And right, so I've watched the video now. So why is there a warning reduce speed now? Traffic is merging from the left. There's a T-junction ahead. There's a crossroads. So the answer is there's a crossroads and a double bend ahead. See, I would have turned around and probably selected one of these, but now I've learned from previous mock tests that there's a crossroads. Let me explain this. Without using these, okay, you need to use these all over the time. Like staggered junction. Is this a staggered junction? Okay, I believe it is. Yeah, correct. It is a staggered junction. There's different types of junctions, and you can get them, well, I can get them confused. So this is what I'm saying to you. Make sure you're learning these. Okay? Next question. What has the line in the center of the road changed? Why has the line in the center of the road changed? So it's went from a short one to a longer line. That is to warn us of hazards ahead. Okay, what the driver turned the caravan wants to turn right into the dual carriageway. What should they do? Okay, they should stay. They should wait until the road is clear in both directions for turning. If he didn't have his caravan, he could have turned out more or less into the island and waited there. But because he's got the caravan, that'll be blocking the carriage. We don't want that, so he needs to wait in the side roads for it to be completely clear before he comes out. Okay, end the test. Here's the moment of truth. I've done it in like 23 minutes. So let's see if I would have passed this section or not. End the test, yes. Pass. Guys, I got one question wrong. I got one question wrong in this. And let's have a look which one it was. Which one did I get wrong? 3 out of 4, attitude. Which colour follows the green signal at the puffin crossing? I told you. Bet you the answer to this is a steady amber. Look at that. I told you. Pelican crossings and puffin crossings. Oh, and then you've got another one as well. But anyway, guys, I'm going to finish this video here now because I've got a meeting, a Teams meeting. But again, to finish this video with, the tactics what I learned in order to pass the course has been to, 1, use flashcards. This is helpful when you're commuting like to work on the bus or on the train or wherever, and you've got some time. Got music in, you can just staggered junction, side road meeting main road, stuff like that. Yep, traffic merges from the left, you get me? So flashcards, brilliant. Download the DVLA app. It actually is a good app. I don't think it's good for learning, like reading like from the book, but it's brilliant for the mock tests and the hazard perception tests, mock tests. So download that app. Secondly, get yourself the highway code. When you're chilling around the house and you've got some free time, you know what? Now just read the highway code. You know, give me. Perfect. There we go. The same with the book. Buy the passing driving theory test book. Lounge around the house, you're bored, you've got nothing to do, have a look at it. And then finally, give yourself enough time for the test. There's no reason why you need to rush in to do this driving theory test unless you really have a strong deadline. But if that's the case, it doesn't change the fact, guys, to pass your driving theory test, you need to learn the information, what it is that the DVSA want you to learn. Guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope it's helped some of you. If you don't mind subscribing, it would really help me out. But guys, I'll see you all in the next video.